currently a bit out of shape. I've been worse, but I still have a lot of ground to cover before I can feel my best. I've always had confidence issues concerning my weight. And I also simply feel sluggish at times with my current self. So if you're feeling sluggish, or tired, lethargic, usually that means that you have such an accumulation of toxins that have accumulated in the body that it's literally starting to weigh you down. The weight of the excess toxins are they're collecting, and it creates more mass, which means you will weigh more. And also this means that ultimately you may have confidence issues. I mean, we see all too often that so many people, especially in today's society with women and having what's called getting their bodies done. And in today's society, it appears that the only way that confidence can be restored is to first have a surgical procedure. A surgical procedure first, then that will build the confidence. After a surgical procedure, after you've been sliced open, having body parts removed, or having your excess fat from parts of your body removed and then replaced or put back in to a different part of the body. All in the name of creating confidence for yourself. I mean, this is the society that we live in, that we have to have surgical procedures as a prerequisite for confidence. For confidence. This is the prerequisite for confidence, that a person would have to, or a person has convinced themselves that they need to go under the knife first before their confidence is restored. And that's false. Weight gain is a matter of a few things, actually. Weight gain can be a matter of past traumas that have never been resolved, emotions that have accumulated over the years, possibly from childhood. Weight gain can occur from others relaying messages to you that during childhood or during the adolescent years, you may have experienced this. Being ridiculed as a child for being too chunky, or being ridiculed as a child for being too skinny. All of these, if a child doesn't understand or know how to filter certain messages, it can be emotionally altering. It can be emotionally altering for a child to hear that their physicality, that's still in the process of developing and growing, that someone else, whether it's a peer or an adult figure, tell the child that they're too chunky, or they're too skinny, or they look a certain way, they're too ugly, they don't look right, their clothes don't fit correctly, their clothes are too big, their clothes are too tight. All of these words can be harmful because a child will take them as gospel truth. A child will take any and all information as gospel truth and filter it as gospel truth, and it will become a part of their belief system. And as they grow, this turns into a lack of confidence, which means that the person will become hard or down on themselves. And this will accumulate over a lifetime. This will accumulate over a lifetime. And this will definitely, or this is a, it can be a confidence, it can destroy your confidence. It can be a confidence killer. So know that you, all of you too, all of you have the wherewithal and everything that you need. All of us have everything that we need to be optimally healthy. All of us came here with exactly everything that we need. We came here with all body parts ready, locked and loaded, and ready to serve you. Ready to serve you. So you can be confident. So you can be self-confident, self-aware about who you are as a person on the inside. You know, create little successes for yourself. Success builds confidence. And the only way you can build your confidence is to do activities so you can build your confidence. Do activities so you can become or be successful. Do your activities in a successful way. And do them repeatedly. Do these activities until it becomes a habit. And when you do those habits long enough, it will render you positive results. When your thinking is right, success is inevitable. Success is inevitable when your thinking is right. Everything starts with your thinking. Nothing will happen in a positive light unless your thinking is right. I mean, life will only work according to your thoughts. No one else's. Life only works or operates according to your thoughts and the way you feel about your thoughts. And if you want confidence, confidence starts with you taking action steps so that confidence can occur. Confidence is not going to just fall out the sky one day. It's already in you. Confidence is already within you. It's up to you to release it by way of your activity. Confidence, you have to create certain actions. You have to create certain actions to render the lifestyle or life journey that you want. Confidence. Successes. Little successes create confidence. You don't have to be a multi-millionaire overnight. You know, you're not going to lose all of your weight overnight. If you have 50 pounds of weight to lose, it's not going to fall off overnight. It didn't happen overnight. See, this is the thing with weight loss as a phenomenon here in America. With weight loss, many, if not most people, want the quick fix. We want the quick fix. We want to take a magic pill, or we want to take a magic powder or some magic serum. Or if we feel like we can afford it, or if we feel like our insurance will cover it, we'll have a plastic surgeon to create the body that we want. Hence, going back to what I mentioned earlier about many people, especially women today, having their physiology, their aesthetic physiology, altered through surgical procedures. Because possibly they don't want to change their lifestyle. They want to have it both ways. They want to keep their lifestyle that helped to create the weight gain, or help to create the lack in confidence, and they don't want to give that up. but they want to change their outer appearance. Because again, we live in a society of superficialities. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being superficial. We all, most of us strive to have material things, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with wanting material things in life. We live in a physical world. There's nothing wrong with having material things. There's nothing wrong with having money. There's nothing wrong with having a big house. There's nothing wrong with having a luxury car if that's what you want. Hey, that's a form of success. And if that's what will help to have you gain your confidence, there's nothing wrong with that. But there are necessary steps that have to be taken before you can have that. Before you can have that. Your thinking has to change. If you have a lack in confidence, or if you're lacking confidence, or if you're lacking motivation, that means your energy needs to change. Your thinking needs to change. And you need to change your thinking in a way to where it becomes your permanent habit. Just like the way you were thinking habitually caused you to have a lack in confidence. Because your thinking creates your emotions, and your emotions create whatever decisions you decide to make, or whatever decisions you do make, and your decisions will create an action. The action is based on your decision, and your action will create a result, or in this case, a success. But you have to want that. The person, the individual, has to want just that. If you want success, you have to have the thinking process of success. Otherwise, by default, it's going to go straight to failure habits. By default, there is no stagnation. You're either going to go one way or the other. The universe only works one way. You're only going to go this way, or you're going to go that way. Or you can choose your own path consciously. You can choose your own path consciously and carve out your own path consciously. Or else the energies of the universe will take you in a direction that may not be so appealing to you. Because pendulums don't stop. Either you're going to go one way or the other, or you're going to consciously choose to go your way, the way you choose to go consciously. Not unconsciously be influenced to go in a way or in a direction that's going to take you down a path of possible physical and emotional destruction. So now decisions have to be made. Decisions have to be made. What do I want to do to help, or what can I do to help boost my confidence? What can I do for myself? Not what everybody else can do for me or help me with. What can I do to jumpstart my own successes? What can I do to jumpstart my own confidence? What can I do to motivate myself? What can I do? First, you got to recognize that there are certain things that I don't have right now. Identify it, confront it. And it's okay to acknowledge the things that you don't have, or the things that you want. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. I don't have these things yet. But then, now you have to flip that around and say, okay, this is what I don't have these things right now, but I do want them at some point. But what are you willing to do to attain it? Whatever it is, whether it's changing the way you look aesthetically, whether it's going after a business venture or being an entrepreneur, starting your own business, whatever the case, you have to go at it you have to go after what you want in life with a spark of confidence. Just starting wherever you are will spark the confidence. It will spark confidence. Just starting, doing something versus no thing will create confidence. Just getting started can be rendered as a success. Just getting started, just doing something right now, something. And if it's weight loss, if weight loss is the endeavor, okay, change something. Change something that will help jumpstart the process of weight loss. Change the things that you eat. Change what you eat. Change the times that you eat. Right? Change the times that you eat. Change how often you eat. You know? Change the environment in which you eat. Change the people that you eat with, possibly. Because outside influences may be a challenge as well. Outside influences. Being in an environment or around people that will influence you to keep the weight on. Because that's what they're doing with their lives. Because they don't have any confidence either. And if there's a group of people, if one person doesn't have confidence, it's typically going to attract others that don't have confidence as well. Because like attracts like. Like attitudes attract other like attitudes. Like-minded thoughts attract similar like-minded thoughts. This is just typical physics, or what we call quantum physics. You know, these are just standard procedures of how brains operate on a quantum physics level, or what we call metaphysics. So if you want to gain confidence, if you want to motivate yourself for something great, okay, define it. Define what it is that you want, and define why you want it. Write it down. Write down what you want. And then write down why you want it. Why do you want to lose the weight? Why do you want to lose the weight? Write it down. Why? What's the incentive? What's in it for you? How's it going to make you better? Write it down. Take a pen with blue ink and write down. Take some paper, lined paper, college ruled preferably, and write down why you want to lose the weight. Write down why you want to gain weight. If you're on the more petite side, you want to gain weight, you want to gain muscle. Write it down. I mean, this is for you. Write it down. Write down what you want and why you want it. Don't worry about how long it's going to take. Don't worry about how long it's going to take, because that's irrelevant. Just write down what you want and why you want it. Write down what you want and why you want it. And while you're in that process, you will be saturating your mind with what you want, because that's what you're focused on in that moment of writing down the things that you want. In this case, specifically, we're talking about weight loss. If this is the journey you want to take, you want to increase your confidence, you want to increase your energy, there's ways you can do it. All of us, again, have the power to energize ourselves in all ways. We all have the wherewithal to change ourselves into anything. I mean, we can change our demeanor, personality, our character traits. We can change how we feel about ourselves. We can change how we feel about others. We can change how we feel about life. We can change how we interact with people. We can change that so it can be better. So more people will gravitate towards you. Because you feel good. People gravitate towards people that feel good, that have a great and positive attitude about life. That's why Kennetic-Fit And Wellness, the slogan is mental attitude first. Because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's about mental attitude first. Your mental attitude, your thoughts. Your thoughts and how you feel. Your thoughts, your emotions. How you feel about what you're thinking about. Does it make you feel good? Do your thoughts make you feel good, or do your thoughts make you feel bad? And how are you controlling your emotions? See, all these little nuances, all these little tweaks and little things that you can do to make yourself better. You can accomplish anything. Everybody has the wherewithal to accomplish anything. That includes you. Anything. Or, if you take your mind in a certain direction, it will create failures for you. Or it'll create lack of success. Lack of success. Or what some people call failures. But those failures are designed to be teaching moments. The failures can be turned into great successes. Failures can be turned into successes when your thinking is right. When your thinking is right, you can turn any failure into a success, because the failure is a teaching moment. It's a teachable moment. How teachable are you in your failures or in your errors of life? Are you going to wallow in your failures or in your errors in life that all of us are bound to make at some point, some stage in life? All of us, all 7 billion people on this planet are bound to make multiple errors in life. And it's okay, as long as they are taken as learning moments, so you can make yourself better. That's what it's all about. And once you have the mind of making yourself better, confidence is inevitable. Confidence is inevitable, and weight will start to fall off automatically, because you will have changed certain things or certain aspects of your life for change to occur. In order for change to occur outside, it's mandatory that you change certain aspects of yourself on the inside. It's mandatory. It's mandatory. No one can get out of it. If you want to change, you first have to change yourself on the inside. Before your world changes on the outside, you have to change your world on the inside. And you have to do it in such a way that it becomes your permanent habit, or it becomes your permanent lifestyle, or it becomes a part of you permanently. It becomes a part of your DNA structure. It becomes literally a part of you, your being, your new lifestyle. It's a part of you. It's in your DNA. You talk different. You think different. You communicate different. And people out on the outside will notice. They'll notice. They'll notice your speech patterns are different. They'll notice you have more confidence in your speech. They'll notice you have more confidence. You're standing up straight, back, shoulders back, head up with confidence. Why? Because you took that first step to start somewhere, doing something versus doing no thing. You know, head up with confidence, male or female, man or woman, doesn't matter. Head up with confidence because you know what you want. And you've written it down and you're looking at it every single day. You're looking at what you want every single day. Your perception is your reality. You can create any reality you want. Any reality you want. You've already created the reality that you want. You've already created it. But because we've never been taught about self-awareness, most of us are never aware of how we got ourselves here in the first place. We never take the time out to consider how we got here to this point right now, to where we either feel confident we're successful or we feel like we can do better. And and many people, this is why many people seek counsel. And it's okay. It's okay to get some positive or encouraging or motivating words from an outside source. It's okay. It's okay. There doesn't have to be the negative stigma for someone that wants to seek professional assistance. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if the end result is you being better. When that's the end result, it doesn't matter about anything else. I mean, if you want to be better, forget about what everybody else thinks or feels, because this is about you being better. You being better for you first. Because when you're better, then you can be better for everybody else. You can be better for your children. You can be better for your spouse. When you're better first, when you are better first, then you can be better for everyone else. It'll be an uphill battle attempting to make yourself better for everyone else first. So do what you can to make yourself great. Do what you can to make yourself full of wonder. Do what you can to make yourself wonderful. There's so many resources, out there for all of us. I mean, confidence is not a difficult state of mind to access for yourself. Confidence, because again, all of us have it. All of us have confidence. All of us have confidence. The thing is, there are certain aspects of life that will allow our confidence to be suppressed. And when confidence is suppressed, that's when the physiology starts to change. Because now that confidence or the lack of confidence is creating a chemistry now. Or you're releasing chemistry from your brain. You're releasing lack of confidence chemistry from your brain. And it's flooding your blood. So if you're having, a lack of confidence will become who you are. When you have enough chemistry flooding your blood every single day, the lack of confidence will become you. But the good news is that you can change it the same way you created that chemistry of lack of confidence. You can change the chemistry again from your brain, creating more positive thoughts, which means more positive neuropeptides will be released from the brain and flooded into your bloodstream. So now all cells in your body know to do something different. All cells in your body know to do something different. Why? Because you've allowed a new thought chemistry to be released. You've allowed that. Again, you have all control over how you operate. You have control over that. No one else. You have total 100% control over all functions of your body, of your brain. No one can show you or tell you or think for you. Now, your thoughts can be influenced to think a certain way, but all final answers belong to you. All roads lead or end with you. So whatever you choose, that's what chemistry is going to be released from your brain.